evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming to our pre-UIL concert. While our fifth period girls are quietly coming in and getting on the stage, because they're going to start with them, I'd just like to give you a little bit of some education about what UIL is and why it's so important. UIL stands for University Interscholastic League. It is what we compete, athletics, fine arts, etc. During the year, we use our skills that we learn, and this is the culmination. This is like our STAR test. So if you'd like to call it that, the choir STAR test. And so what we do is we prepare 3 songs. Each choir prepares 3 songs. Those songs have to be chosen from a list, and one of those has to be sung a cappella, which was no instruments. Ladies, I said quietly. Thank you. They cannot be just any old songs. They have to be off this list, and you'll notice a lot of the songs that are on there are very classical in nature. We prepare those songs to the best of our ability. We go and sing them for 3 judges. The judges are allowed to rate us on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being the best and 5 being the worst. And then they march us off into another room called the sight reading room. They hand us a piece of music we've never seen before, and we have to sight read that on our do, re, mi's, and in front of also 3 judges. Again, they rate us from 1 to 5, with 1 being the best and 5 being the worst. The sight reading part of the competition we're not actually going to do tonight, but to give you an idea, they hand us the music, they give us 6 minutes to study it, but during that study time we're not allowed to sing it. We're only allowed to look at it and chant through it. We're not allowed to hum it, sing it, anything audible musically we cannot do. So we chant through it, and we get the rhythm down, and we get in our head what that's supposed to sound like, but we're not allowed to sing it. At the end of the 6 minutes, we give pitches, and we're allowed to sing it a cappella. We're not to use piano. We have to go with just our voices, and I'm not allowed to help them at all. All I'm allowed to do is to keep the beat with my hand, and I cannot say or do anything. At the end of the 6 minutes, and we sing, they give us another 2 minutes to go back and say, okay, on this page, this whatever, you need to fix this. Again, we're not allowed to sing it. We can only talk about it. At the end of that 2 minutes, they give us pitches again. We sing through it again, and they judge us on how well we sing. At each level, they will judge. So at the lower level, this is our sub-non-varsity girls. So these girls will have a different level of difficulty with sight reading than, say, our select women's, which is there, and our a cappella, and our non-varsity concert choir. So each one has a different level. And as you go higher, our a cappella, since they're 5A, their level of difficulty requires them to change keys, to have to sing accidentals and all kinds of things. So it really gets difficult after a period of time. So, but tonight we're just going to sing our 3 songs for you. They are not going to be perfect. They will sound great in some parts, and you'll obviously know some that will need to work in some parts, but that's what this is all about. It gives them the opportunity to perform. Some of them are not feeling comfortable at this point, not using their music, so we've practiced where they have to hold it and kind of glance at it. So you'll see some use music, some won't, and that's okay too. Our concert dates for UIL are next Thursday and Friday, so we still have plenty of time to work on those parts. We will be recording tonight so we can listen to that, and Mr. Hill and I can make some decisions on what to do and how to fix that. Our goal for all of our choirs is to do the best that we can. And of course, you know, that getting the sweepstakes would be awesome. So that's kind of our goal, and we'll go from there. And are y'all ready? that was our sub-non-varsity girls. I thought they did a lovely job. I was very impressed. Now you're probably wondering, when you're at UIL, they sing all 3 songs. The audience can clap, but it doesn't mean we have to acknowledge it. And you notice that I was walking and kind of talking to the girls. In between songs, as directors, we are allowed to go and say things to our choirs. And the kinds of things that I like to say is, number 1, first of all, take a deep breath, because they just went through one song and, you know, they get really nervous, especially after the first one. We never know what kind of venue we're going to sing in, our auditorium, how it's going to sound. So the first song is always kind of iffy. So I always make them take a deep breath. And then I always try to remind them what the next song is about and how it's supposed to be sung, so that it helps prepare their minds for what's coming ahead. Okay? And I do that in between each song. And that's in what they... I'm tired. It's hard to do all that directing. That's what they encourage. That's the word I was looking for. Encourage. Take a deep breath. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Hill, and he'll give you some more instructions about his choir.
Thank you. I'm Mr. Hill. I'm the assistant here, and this is my 2nd year. Last year I took a men's choir. Thank you. This year we are taking a non-varsity mixed choir. And Ms. Wright and I were talking, we think it's probably been at least 15 years since MacArthur has taken another mixed choir. We've probably always taken an Acapella choir, the top mixed choir. But this is the first time in quite some time. So this group is actually mainly made up of students in 8th period. It's a mixed choir in 8th period. There's a few guys that are mainly freshmen and sophomore. And then also some ladies that come over from the academy and a few MacArthur girls. But again, mainly freshmen and sophomores, so it's a beginner group. And then this year, I've kind of stolen some boys from 3rd period who passed their classes and joined our group. And I also stole some, if you noticed, some of Miss Wright's 5th period women that are in her non-varsity, sub-non-varsity women's group. So it's kind of a group of students who've never sung together before. It's going to be exciting. And we had a little mini rehearsal right at 6:30 to give them a chance to hear what it sounded like. And so this will be fun. And they're singing also 3 selections, and we'll do the same process. Let me just remind the students, it's a learning process for them about UIL, but also for you guys. And we tell them that when we go to UIL, we get to sit and listen to a few choirs, and then we'll quietly get up between groups and go to the warm-up room and then hit the stage. So I will say this to the audience, because it's a very important thing. Please don't get up and leave during the 3 selections. Stay seated, don't move around, don't exit unless it's an emergency, because that's distracting to the singers. So something new to learn about that. So we'll jump in and sing our 3 selections. The first one is a song called Benedictus. And everybody got a program, right? There's some translations there for you. Benedictus. Thank you, guys. Well, the next group is coming up, our Select Women's that meets, they meet first period, I think? Yeah, first period. Let me just make a quick plug while they're coming to the stage. This Friday night is our Mac Choir fundraising night at Chili's, and that's the one on Irving, 183 and Beltline, kind of by the Irving Mall. And you have to show them the flyer. So if you'll take one of these, if you're prone to go out and eat on Friday nights, make sure you go out to eat at Chili's this Friday night. And those flyers will be right down here on one of the tables. And 10% of all the proceeds will go back to our choir program. And those funds will help us with our choir banquet coming up in May. So I'm going to put those down here, please. And if you have friends who like to go out and eat, take one of the flyers for them too. So I'm going to put that there and give the mic back to Mrs. Smith.
So while they get set, usually in an auditorium, the judges sit in the far, far, far back. The reason for that is because that is so that they can get the whole sound to them. By the time it gets them, it's all together as one unified sound. So they're sitting in the way, way back. Everybody else that wants to watch is always sitting in the front. As directors, you have the choice whether you can do, after you sing one song, you can turn around and stand and wait for the judges. Well, not like that, of course, but you can wait for the judge to say, go ahead. I never do that. It gives them more time to write. And so they write down their comments between the songs. If you give them more time to write, then they're going to be able to look at that later and say, oh, I wrote a lot, so they must have a lot wrong. So I never give them enough time to write. As soon as I'm done talking to my kids, I get started. So that's just one of my little tricks. That may be why all my choirs do so well. I don't give the judges time to say anything back. Okay, so that's not it. My choirs are great. This is Select Women's. This would be mainly some 9th graders, very few, but mainly 10th, 11th, and a few 12th graders. And they meet first period. And their level of music is going to be harder, of course. So the first song, you're going to feel like you're going one speed, and then all of a sudden something will happen. It's like it's a kickstart. It's because this song goes from 4/4 time, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, to a 7/8 time, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll hear that kind of going back and forth, and it's very difficult to do that. And then do the words and everything. So I just wanted to give you a warning. If it didn't feel right, it was supposed to be that way. When you teach high school, things are a little bit different than middle school. This is my third year, in case some of you are wondering. I taught at Travis Middle School for 17 years. This is my third year here at MacArthur. Things are a little different. You have children who have to work, and they have other activities in school. So you will see some of our people that are not really dressed in their formals. It's because they're coming in and out and going here and there, and some of them are working and they have their work uniforms on. But we take them as we get them because we love them. So they come on in, we're going to sing. This is our acapella. It's our top group. Everyone in here has to audition to be in it. It's mainly made up of upperclassmen, but there are a few lowerclassmen. I never turn away a singer, and if they can't make it in another class, and this is the only class they're able to be in, then I put them in there because I don't want to lose the singer. So, but most of them are upper class. You should hear some really good things.
Cantate, cantate, sit sagios
the family and friends who came to support the kids. Again, it's next Thursday and Friday. We need to make sure that they get a good night's rest, especially our fifth period girls who have to go on Friday, and they go in the warm-up room at 8 o'clock in the morning, so which means they have to be here at 6 in the morning. So please make sure they get a good night's rest, and so that they can warm up and sing really well in the morning. Okay, thank you again so much. Don't forget about the chilies. Oh, and here, Mr. Hill has a couple announcements.
Just to thank our administrators, I think I saw Miss Hash is here. She's one of our administrators, and any other administrators that I didn't catch, I'm sorry if I didn't see you. But thank you for our administrators who support us here at MacArthur, and I think that's it. Yeah, MacArthur, Mac Choir Night, Chili's, there's that flyer, you gotta have it. And thank you guys. Anything else? How about that? Perfect timing.